Hey guys, welcome to the replay. Let everyone jump on real quick. Good afternoon. I'm like still in morning mode, so it's all good. It's a holiday, right? So jump on. I've got a few quick business tips for those of us in the doTERRA world. So please jump on. Welcome to all my new followers. Jackie, hello Dana. So Jackie the Paleo mom. Hey Naomi. Hey Rachel, thank you. So Jackie the Paleo mom or Paleo. I can't even talk today, guys. It's really bad. Hey Brooke. She put together a really great graphic with all of us diamond and above periscopers. So hopefully you guys have seen that floating around. If you haven't, friend me on Facebook and I'm going to post it on my regular news feed. I have it in my leaders group, but I'm going to post it. And so that way you can get connected with a bunch of us diamonds and above leaders in doTERRA. And left it. Awesome. That's so exciting. Isn't it so fun to share it with your first person? Like, it's just, you're like, oh, I can help someone. So those that are new, if you're not used to Periscope, let me tell you kind of how this works. So you tap on the screen to give hearts. You can see all the hearts streaming up here. That lets me know that you're happy and we're good and sending me a little love. You can click on this little guy down here at the bottom, and that gives you your share options. Hello, Kendra from Michigan. And that will let you know how to share. You can copy the URL and paste on social media or in an email or a text. You can share on Twitter. You can share with your followers if you have followers here on Instagram. Not Instagram, Periscope. Guys, seriously, it's a bad brain day. Or you can share on Facebook. So hello, how are you doing? Kansas City, love it. So I wanted to talk to you guys today about building a solid foundation. I think a lot of times we get super duper excited. Oh, I didn't even introduce myself. I'm Nicole Benson. and I am a diamond with doTERRA, network marketing professional. I've been doing this for almost 4 years now, and I absolutely love it. And so on my scopes, you're going to see a mix of business tips, and I do a lot of holistic living and emotional healing and stuff like that. So you're going to get some great tips from me. So if you're not following me, make sure you click down and click on my profile and make sure you're following me. And my email address is on there too. So if you have a question or you just want to say, Nicole, I just love you, send me an email. Awesome. You like my shirt? Yeah, this was from Aroma Tools a couple years ago. And I love it. And I have one in like the female cut. And so it's cute and form fitting, but I bought it for my husband so we could have matching shirts. But he didn't think that was very cute. So I'm like, fine, I'm just going to steal that shirt for my comfy days. So, hey, Maria in Sacramento. Awesome. So let's get to the point. We are talking about building a solid foundation and not pushing people. Because I think a lot of times we get super excited about our oils, right? We love these products. They make a big impact on our life and we want to bless other people. And so sometimes we feel like we have to push. We have to convince people. Do you guys ever feel that? I know I felt that. So let me have some hearts and some comments if you've ever felt like you need to convince people that these are legit, that they're not some weird voodoo snake oils or something like that. I know I have. And when you get in that mode of trying to convince or convert somebody, you're not in the right spirit, right? Really, you're not. The oils speak for themselves, and not everybody is at a place that they're ready to accept something different. Okay, so yeah, it can make you look desperate for sure. And I know you're just trying to help, but your friend is like, oh my gosh, like this girl is so desperate for me to buy her oils. She's going to do or say anything. Now, if somebody is ready for your oils, ready for changing their life, ready for something natural, guys, they will come to you. They will ask that next question, and they will help, followed by scientific study. Seriously, they work. The oils speak for themselves, guys. You take the top off and they work. And if somebody's not ready, now I'm going to use myself as a perfect example of this. So my awesome cousin sent me oils about a year and a half before I even signed up with doTERRA. I was in a really bad spot. I was super duper down in the dumps, a lot of health concerns, lots of stuff going on in my life. And so she knew that I needed these. Sent me every oil in those starter kits. She sent me like all the samples. It was probably $30 or $40 worth of samples, easy. Okay, so lots of oils, sweet note. I tried it once for some head tension, and I was like, ugh, this stinks. It's weird. I don't know. And I threw it in my junk drawer. Okay. Fast forward a year and a half, and some of the oil spilled in my junk drawer, and I just knew that whenever I opened my junk drawer, it had like a funny smell. It smelled okay. It was okay. But fast forward a year and a half, and I went to see my friend. She was in town teaching about an essential oil class. I'm like, I don't know. I know hippies use oils. I don't know what the hippies use the oils for, but I really don't want to know. And I went to learn or not went to learn. I actually went just to see my friend. And I was really blown away by the concept. I wasn't convinced that these could be legit, but I was intrigued with the concept because it was new to me that you could use these to benefit your health and support your health. And I just thought the oils, like the hippies were using oils to like weird, I don't know what they were using them for, but I'm like, I don't know I just know hippies smell funny. I don't know. So I was very intrigued and open. I did have an open mind to the possibility. So I tried them and I was like, oh my gosh, these actually work. Crazy. And so if somebody's ready, they'll make those changes. They'll make those efforts. So don't chase people down. Don't force people to get to a place that they're not ready for. Because guys, and be honest with yourself, did starting to use essential oils, did that require change on your part? I want to hear some feedback here. Because I know for me it did. You talked with your friend before, she's looking to exactly. To me, it totally challenged everything that I had thought about my health. It told me that I actually had some control in my health and my health care. It opened the possibility that I might have more power than I thought I did, and that I wasn't a victim. And I didn't even realize I was living in victim mode, but I was, because some of you guys are still like, I'm still not sure. Yeah, my girlfriend, and that's okay. Now, as you're sharing these oils with people, or as you're starting to explore essential oils yourself, guys, meet people where they're at. If they're not ready for that change, if they're not ready to do something different, that's okay. They will know that you have the resources when the time is right. Don't shove it down their throat. Don't make them think, what changed my mind? They did. They do change your life if you're ready for it. What changed my mind is, number one, I was at a different place in my life. Do you need something, buddy? Okay. I was at a different place in my life, so I was in a better mindset. I knew that things needed to change. The path that I was on was going in a direction that I didn't like, and I was finally aware of that and ready to change course. And I didn't really know what all that entailed, but I knew that there had to be something else out there. And I think a lot of people get to that point. They're just like, I don't know. You're going to get people that are like, oh, I can smell if they're pure, or I can smell, hey, I can totally tell if these, you're going to have people that are, into energy work, that are into different things like that are going to say, oh yes, I can totally tell if these are good or not. Guys, your job as you share essential oils is to be a messenger. You're not there to convert somebody. You're not there to save anybody. You're not there to change their world against their will. You're there to provide options. And if they choose your options, great, I can help you. If they don't choose your options, great, we're still friends. Do you see how that works? It kind of detaches you from the outcome. And I know a lot of times we can take those no's personal, and it's like, oh, they said no to me, and you get your feelings hurt, and it doesn't feel good, right? But and this is something that I had to learn, because I am totally like fear of rejection type girl. And I kept having, at the beginning, I was like, they're saying no to the oils, not to me. They're saying no to the oils, not to me. And that's so true. People might not be ready for that change. So as you're sharing these oils, if they're ready to run with it, guys, run with them. If they're not ready to pick that bottle up and take that next step, then just let them know that that bottle is always there. Does that make sense? Don't try to convince or convert. There's so much low-hanging fruit of people that are so ready for this, guys. They are hungry for it, and we just have to find them. We don't need to climb to the top of the tree to find that high fruit and work super hard. We're not at that point yet. People are getting ready for this. People are getting prepared. They're tired of it. Yes, don't waste your time trying to convert and trying to convince people. That's not your job here. Because honestly, if somebody's not ready for the oils, it doesn't matter how many science articles you throw in front of them, how much evidence you throw in front of them, how many oils you throw at them. If they're not ready, they're going to find any way to say no. Okay? And that's their reality, and that's okay. So if you find yourself in the habit of trying to convince people, stop it right now. You're wasting your time and energy. It's not worth it. Okay? So share with those that are ready to be shared with. That doesn't mean that you're not going to hear a lot of no's. You are. But it's going to be okay because there's going to be those yeses. I promise you. Now, the next level in this, guys, is when you find somebody that loves and accepts the oils. Now, that next step is going to be to share the oils. Have you ever got somebody or signed somebody up and they're all, oh, I totally want to share these oils. And I'm like, yes, I have a builder, right? And so the problem with that is that you're going to get a lot of people that are going to say, yes, I'll try the oils. And then out of those, yes, I want to try the oils, they'll get their wholesale account. You're going to have about 15% of those that are wanting to share. They have a desire to share, to sign somebody up, to share the oils with other people. Now, out of that 15%, there's only going to be, I would say probably 3 to 4% that are actual true builders that want to take the initiative, that are going to work through the hard times to make it work. And so keep that in mind as you are signing people up, as you are sharing the opportunity with the people. Now, number one, if you're not finding builders, look and see if you're actually sharing the opportunity. There are some great resources out there, ones that come in class in a box. There's ones that are on sharesuccess.com. The build guide, that's my personal favorite. The Edge Success with the business overview. There's lots of tools out there to help you share the business. If you are not sharing the business, guys, you're not going to find builders, okay? And as you share with people, as they say, oh, I want to do this, maybe they host a class and 5 people sign up. Okay, super exciting, right? Now, you're like, okay, you're my builder, but you never communicate with that person that they're your builder. Did you ask that person that wanted to share? Did you qualify them? Did you ask them, how much time do you want to spend on this a week? What are your goals with this? Are you wanting just to get enough money to get your oils paid for? Are you wanting to get started? Are you wanting to supplement your income? Okay, if you're lost on how to get started, shoot me a friend request on Facebook and then send me a message. I've got a business basics webinar series that we're in the middle of right now. You can watch the videos and it gets you started on how to share, okay? It's not hard, but you need it. If you're wanting to build this, you've got to share the opportunity, but you need to qualify people, okay? And the build guide is really good at that. It says, choose your level of play, okay? So do they want to just earn their products for free? Kind of share casually, kind of like a hobby? Are they, exactly, you're just a messenger. Don't be tied to the outcome. Are you wanting to supplement your income? That's going to be like reaching probably between a premier to gold rank, okay? Are you wanting to replace an income? That would be probably platinum and above. And you got to meet people where they're at. Don't try to force people into something that they don't want to be. I've done this. It's not fun for me or for the other person because it creates a tension because I'm having expectations that they're not meeting, and then they feel like a failure or feeling pushed around when I'm messaging, I'm talking to them, I'm just like, get your signups, hold your classes, why aren't you doing this? And that's not even what they wanted. They just wanted to share here and there with some friends. But I'm expecting them to hold classes and, work on their Power 3 and all this stuff. And they just want to earn a little extra money. Okay. But if I've got somebody that's like, you know what, I want to supplement my income. Let's do this. I'm willing to put in, 5 to 7 hours a week. I'm willing to hold classes and I'm not supporting them. I'm leaving them high and dry when I'm trying to force this person over here to try and build. Okay. So meet people where they're at. Have those conversations, guys, with people on your team, people that you're signing up, to talk to them about what they want out of this, because it might be different than what you're assuming. If you find a sharer but doesn't want to build, you let them enroll and sponsor. Now, in that situation, if you've got somebody that just likes to host classes for you, I would talk to them. Look, are you wanting to support these people? And are you wanting to work on this? If they're not, say, okay, we've got two different options. If you're going to be the enroller, you need to support these people. Now, if you're not wanting to support them people, I will be their enroller. They will still stay under you as you will be their sponsor, but I will give you a referral fee, or I will split the fast start with you or something like that. So that's something that individually you're going to want to work out the details on. And that's a really great question to talk with your silver or above upline to see what their strategy is on that, because it kind of varies from team to team. But meet people where they're at, guys. Do not force people to be something that they're not. And go where the desire is. Go where the action is. Even if it's on an area of your team that you might not need growth. I know I had a leg that was just booming, but there was still some need for support there. But I felt that because it was booming, I needed to, not give it attention and try to force my other legs to get moving. And honestly, guys, that was one of the most frustrating times in my business. And so I have learned that even if it's lopsided, even if the growth is not necessarily where I personally need it, I am going to support those people that are wanting to be supported. Number one, it's very gratifying as a leader to be able to actually lead people that are wanting to follow. Imagine that. And if you're over here trying to force people and you're doing the same thing, but they're not following, you're going to feel like a failure when truly you're not. They're just choosing a different path. Does that make sense? And so go with the people that want to be supported. Okay, if you've got people that are coming to you for support and coming to you for help, support them. And if you've got people that are ignoring every attempt to support them, then just leave them alone. Just say, you know what, I'll check on you a couple times a year and see how you're doing. Other than that, I'm not going to really invest a ton of effort here. And if they've got people that are underneath them that are needing support, then support them. In the end, guys, in your paycheck, unilevel is where it's at. So it's going to come back to you regardless of what rank you're at. But go where the growth is happening. Exactly. Run with those that run with you. Thank you, Tanya. It really is so true. Meet those people in their effort. If they're not having a lot of effort, then you don't need to expend more effort. I don't know what's going on out there, but my kids are making weird noises. Really, don't force people to be something that they're not. Have those conversations. You can incentivize those with fast start bonuses that can be transferred, things like that. But just have clear conversations with people, guys. I can't tell you how much it helps when you don't assume and when you don't push. So meet people where they're at and give support where it's desired and wanted, because it all comes back around. And same thing with usage. Don't force people. Don't shove oils down people's throats. Just be a good example, be a good user, and people will come around. I still have people after 4 years that I've known for a long time coming to me ready to be, ready to jump in with me and use oils. And really, meet people where they're at. It really makes a big difference. And my son's being funny with a cat. You want to say hi? Say hi. Oh, cute little kitty. Yeah, school's off today, so we've been having fun sibling dates. So any other questions, guys, real quick before we jump off? I do want to let you guys know that on Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, she is amazing. I love my cat more than I should. Asked to be mentored but isn't following through with commitments. Okay, I'll answer that. Wednesday night, 8 p.m. Central Time, I'm having a really great webinar on reducing stress and toxins and increasing rest. This is going to be a really great holistic webinar. So if that's something you're interested in, shoot me an email. My email is in my bio. And it's going to be holistic oils, all this good stuff. So the ones that are asking to be mentored but aren't making commitments, I would let them know, look, I like the mentoring form that said, it's on Share Success. I think it's called Power Mentoring. But if they're not following through on what they're trying, what they're supposed to be doing, say, I need you to be following through on this, or we're going to have to instead of weekly mentoring calls, maybe we do twice a month mentoring calls or monthly mentoring calls. But let them know that your time is valuable, and that if they're not going to follow up on their end, then you're going to need to scale back you will need to scale back your support. So if they're having every excuse why they didn't, follow up, or they didn't call this person or whatever, or they're constantly having the same problems, then I would scale back the amount of support or change it. Sometimes if they're really stuck, like they're hitting this glass ceiling, look at some limiting beliefs. Look at personal development, and you might want to get a higher up upline involved that has already gone through some personal development that can help give you some tips and tricks on how to break through those limiting beliefs and how to kind of get unstuck to the next level. Because we all get stuck. We all get to those points where we're just like, I feel like I'm doing everything right, but I'm not getting results. And so a lot of times that comes back to limiting beliefs. So yes, books for, there's so many books for growth. We can talk about that on another scope. But guys, Wednesday night, you're going to want to join me. It's going to be a really awesome, it's going to be a webinar that you can share and invite people to. And send me an email or friend me on Facebook and send me a message there. Have a great, great President's Day. Don't we love America? Such a great land. We're so blessed. So have a fabulous day. Have a great week, and we'll talk to you soon. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye, guys.